Yay! Greetings from the coldest room in Texas. I have already added socks, a hoodie, another shirt. These guys are perfectly fine, but as the girl of the group, I'm cold. So I am here to welcome our next speaker, longtime friend, actually family.
That's right, we're family now.
We're family now. We hang out so much, we might as well be. When you spend the holidays with them, they're family. So I want to welcome Scott Carson. He's going to talk about the rituals that you need to do in the morning with your coffee to get your marketing going. And so, Scott, take it away.
Take it away. Go get you a nice little break. Me too. All right, guys and gals out there watching, that's awesome. If you guys can do me a huge favor, make sure you're going to want to get copies of these slides and something we're offering up at the end. So make sure text SM Day. We're going to do our little hourly reminder here to 72,000. Not just for my stuff, but we've had some amazing speakers already this morning, and we continue to have throughout the day. But today's thing is all about your morning cup of joe. So that's why I like to share. Where's my presentation? It helps if I have my slides up. There we go. Helps if I don't do that. Cancel that. Let's go to the first page.
You're supposed to be the pro speaker here.
I am the pro speaker here. That was taking some minutes out there to enjoy the warm air outside as we defrosted from here. But like I said, today is all about your morning cup of social media. And this is a little bit different presentation I've done before. It's designed because I think we all take for granted some of the things that we do on a daily basis. Don't we? You know? But if you look at what we do on a daily basis, we already do things on a regular basis because we've done it for years. We've done it for months. We've done it for weeks. And so if you think about this, one of the things that we all strive to do when we get up is what? We go get our first, don't talk to me until I've had my first cup of coffee, right? Okay. You know, you wake up, you're hopefully not hungover like this chick in the photo is, all right? But you're looking for that first cup of coffee, that boost in the morning, whatever it is. Like for me, I get up in the morning, run to the restroom real fast, then I run downstairs with my dog to make sure she doesn't piss in the house to let her out. And then I'm looking for coffee or a Topo Chico, something, get me rock and roll. And of course, most of us fuel our lives with some sort of breakfast, whether it's eggs, you got cereal, orange juice, fresh fruit, an omelet, bacon, you know. We're putting fuel into our stomachs, fuel into our bodies so that we can run properly all day, right, everybody?
Yep.
You know, we had a little caffeine, so our mind's going through, but we put food into the tank to do that. Well, if you think about it, there's other things that we do each morning, obviously, okay? We shower, hopefully. Hopefully. When I found that out traveling through Europe, not everybody showers in Europe, okay? All right. We also probably shave, or we go to put our makeup or put our faces on. You know, you go to the bathroom. We won't talk about that. Maybe I get up and walk the dog. Like I got to take Princess for a little walk each morning. You know, if you got kids, you got to get the kids fed, get them up, get them clothed. Some of you head to the gym, work out first thing in the morning, right? Maybe go for a quick run, whatever it is. You just try to get to the point where you do it. Of course, you got to pack a lunch a lot of times. If you got kids and send them off to school, you either give them lunch money or you pack a lunch for you, your kids, whatever, okay? And then, of course, a lot of times while we're doing these things, we're also watching news. Like I like to turn SportsCenter on. I like to watch what's going on ESPN. Now, yes, ESPN repeats itself like 4 or 5 times throughout the morning. It's okay. But I also like to read the news. I'll jump on USA Today, check out what's going on, or I'll hit a couple RSS feeds, a couple websites that I tune into for what I do being in the real estate business. And so those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Scott Carson. I run a pretty cool little boutique real estate investment firm called WeCloseNotes.com. And what we specialize in is buying distressed debt. And so it's definitely a niche out there. But one of the things that I've helped separate myself from the other competitors, the other people that teach it or the other people that are buying it, is the fact that I market on a regular basis. I am the best at what I do in my industry. I'm a big fish in a small pond, basically, because I've grown. I've been that goldfish that has grown from a little small guppy all the way up to a big fish because I do things on a regular basis. I've turned them into habits, all right? And I approach what I do differently than when everybody else does. And what I find, it's just not me in what I do with distressed debt and real estate. I find that those that are successful in any type of field approach their marketing, approach what they do on a daily basis a little bit different than everybody else, okay? They literally look to do it every single day for the most part, okay? It becomes part of their morning habit. It becomes part of what they do so that they can find success in everything that they do, all right? And yes, most people, they do all this stuff, then they head to work, okay? They get to work, they do all these things they need to get done, then they head to work, okay? Well, most small businesses do completely the opposite when it comes to marketing. Marketing almost always comes last. Oh, we don't have it in the budget to do that. Oh, I don't have time in the day to get it done, okay? I'm sure Christy's over here nodding her head because you've heard it so many people haven't.
I've heard it all.
Yeah. You've heard it from more small businesses than I have. I hear it from a lot of real estate entrepreneurs. Oh, I can't do that. I'm still working full time, or I don't have time in the day to do it. And that's unfortunate because we all waste so much time, right, Christy?
Or why do I need to market when I'm already so busy right now?
I won't have time for any more business, which is the stupidest excuse to not to market that I've ever heard. I mean, it's called hire more people. All right. And one of the things most entrepreneurs fail at is when they get straight in the office or right off of the day, they get bogged down with email. They start checking their emails, and now they become reactive to their environment versus proactive, okay? Or they're busy jumping online, checking social media. Oh, what's going on? Let's check out the latest gossip, okay? We were on a cruise ship recently, and they had one of those newlywed games. And one of the questions is like, what does your husband grab or touch first thing in the morning after the alarm clock? And one lady was like, my ass. The other one was his phone. The other one was his newspaper. They're looking at something online versus really doing their own thing, okay? Now, a lot of us check social media right before we go to bed and then when we get up. Who liked our shit while we were asleep, right? Who liked our stuff? What's going on? What's going on with Jimmy or Donna or whoever it is, okay? We're checking our social media. But then we also, when we're at the office, we're checking it real quick, or we're often putting out fires. Oh, my God, there's a problem. Something happened overnight or something to get done by yesterday. We start putting out fires, and we're reactive versus proactive, all right? We start returning phone calls. We check voice messages. And if you start looking at productivity, your productivity goes way down by just doing two things: checking your email and answering your phone calls immediately. You become a slave to other people versus you dictating what you need to get done, okay? Or we're busy rushing to meetings, okay? Oh, I got a morning meeting, or I got a lunch meeting, I got an afternoon meeting, okay? It's like we got a fire burning around us and we are just standing around watching it happen without going and putting water out or making sure a fire doesn't start to begin with, all right? We're just literally watching our profits and our business go up a blaze because we aren't doing the right things. Productivity is at an all-time low because of the fact we're not doing the things that we need to do. We're not taking care of ourselves first in business like we do at the house, like we do when we get up, okay? So I propose that you flip the script. What I mean by flipping the script, well, you take a marketing first approach. Now, I'm not saying you get out of bed and post something before you take a shower or put coffee on. But what I'm saying, when you get to the office, the minute you head out of the house, you get to the office, is don't dive into what you do, okay? Work your day after you market, all right? So wait until the end of the day to come up with an email to go out to your database or a marketing piece at the end of the day. Do it first thing in the morning, okay? Yeah, and I'm not talking about spending 5 hours. I'm spending 30 to 60 minutes per day, your first 30 to 60 minutes in the office, working on your marketing, working on something to help you out there. Wait, the emails can wait. They're not going anywhere. The voicemails aren't going to go anywhere. Now, you may say, well, 30 to 60 minutes just doesn't seem like a lot of time. Well, if you do this on a regular basis, yes, it will fill up, okay? Now, many of you go to church and you understand the idea of tithing or putting 10% of your income to the church, or you have a 401k, so you put 6% in, they match it out of your paycheck. Okay, if you figure that you work an 8-hour day, okay, That's 33% of the day, and you only spend an hour of it, okay, or even 30 minutes of it. 30 minutes out of an 8-hour day is 1/16 of your day. That's not a lot. If you spend a full hour, it's 12.5% roughly of your day. That's basically giving 12% to your marketing, to your business versus being reactive, because that's what happened. That's why people don't save for retirement, because I'll save after I pay all my bills. Well, you've heard of pay yourself first. This is what I'm trying to get at, is you market yourself first versus doing anything else. And now, simple things to drive tech. All you got to do is do some simple things throughout the day, or in the morning, some simple things, because literally drops will eventually fill the bucket. You may not see something dramatic the first day you do it for 30 or 60 minutes. You may get a few posts. But what happens when you start doing this as part of your day, you will find that that little bit adds up to a lot of success, a lot of goodwill, a lot of great stuff taking place as you get rocking and rolling. All right? Little things. And I'm a big believer in the KISS method. All right? Keep it simple, silly. All right? With your marketing. Does not have to be anything crazy. Like I said, one of the things I like to get up is I like to read what goes on 2 websites, DS News and Housing Wire. Well, easy thing to do is simply share an article that I find on there with my social media as a way to kind of educate my crowd, my tribe. Okay? Other things you can do very simply throughout your day to help you with your 30 to 60 minutes a day is, if you're going, share photos of your story and your story about what you have going on today. If you're going to lunch with some friends or clients, or you're going to dinner with a client, take a photo, share it. I'm not talking about food porn, all right? I'm talking about, hey, got friends. This is one thing that we do all the time. We go out, we take at least one good photo usually, yep. the 3, 4 of us, and we share it. And hey, make sure you share that to me. Oh, wait, send it to me, right? Yep. And then we share it. It's a simple thing. Hey, we went out and had fun. It's not a total video following us around, but sharing what's going on. If you're going to an event, hey, share your event. Let's say you're going to a real estate event, or you're going to hear maybe Sebastian Russ speak in Miami. I see where Sebastian just joined us a little bit there. To hear him talk, or Chamber of Commerce, or something like that. Share that. Hey, I'm here at the event. Quick photo, quick little video. If you're meeting with vendors, or your vendor swings by, take a photo, share them. You're talking with clients, take a photo of your clients. If you get a testimonial, get a client who's raving, hey, take a quick photo, take a quick video with them, thank them for doing business. You get a 5-star review. Take the time to thank that person online, and it will breed volumes. You thank somebody online, trust me, you'll have more people wanting to give you 5-star reviews, because they'll want the social attention. They'll want to be highlighted in their day, because it'll be a bonus to them, not just to you. And anything fun things you do. You're taking off time with your family, doing vacation, or going out just to go see a movie or something fun, just share it. All right, share your story, because honestly, what I find is that, especially in this life, in this work, it's not, people don't just want to do something with a blind business. When they follow us on Facebook, when they follow us on Instagram, they follow us for our stories, for who you are individually. They buy into you versus just the brand. Yes, they like the brand, but if you're a small entrepreneur, people want to know that you actually have a life, that you're not some just robot, I must do everything for work. No, that you goof around, you have fun, you've got a personal story. And that personal story allows you to tie in with so many different people, because other people identify with you for a different reason. Either your age, your sex, what you're doing for fun, your family, pets. Your story can help you in so many ways, and it's all very simple. Very simple. And it's easy to do the whole KISS method with this stuff, okay? Another thing you do, hey, if you're overcoming problems, hey, I had this pop up and this is what we did to solve it, or here's a problem that pops up with what we're focused on, here's how we solve it. People love hearing how you overcame obstacles. It's a very good thing to do with that aspect as well, okay? Now, short videos is a great way to do it. You've heard about this from every speaker I think we've talked about today has talked about doing video of some sort, okay? It doesn't have to be big. We're talking quick updates, okay? One of the guys that I admire the most, Roland Frazier, is a great marketing expert out of San Diego. Loves to do short video recaps. If he's sitting down with somebody, he's picking somebody's brain, or he's interviewing somebody in their mastermind, and he gets an idea, picks out 1 or 2 nuggets from his notes, and then they do a quick update or a quick recap of what he just learned. Okay. Another thing that you can do to start your day off versus just a quick little update is, hey, what's on tap for today in the office? All right. Maybe you talk about, maybe you do a short little video of like a fly in the wall. Somebody watching you do something like if they were a fly in the wall. Okay. People love to see what's going on behind the scenes. Case studies. You've got a success story. Take some time to talk about that case study. Hey, you've got a successful real estate deal that you're flipping. You've got a successful client who's got a ton of likes, or somebody who's knocking it out of the park. Had a bumper business month. Share the case studies. Employee of the month. Hey, here's the employee of the month. Let's talk about how you got that. And I think the most important you can do in your marketing of any sort is just have fun. Okay, just have fun. I've got a couple clients of mine. They're good friends, coaching students. Just absolutely love these people. Laura and Janet Maxwell. They do a great job because they have these souped up cars they've done, these muscle cars, okay? And every weekend they're in a different car show. And that's what they do for fun. And actually, Laura races cars, okay? She races cars. JD fixes them up and stuff like that. They share the fun things they're going this weekend. Oh, he won another car show. They won another car show. Well, they use that aspect in their real estate business, helps them raise capital, helps them get the word out of what they're doing because they're just sharing that they're having fun and doing some fun things, okay? And I'm a big believer that you should share both your solutions and problems, okay? But I don't think you should just share your problems without having a solution. If you just share, oh, I'm struggling with this, it comes across like you're a Debbie Downer, all right? And we don't want to be Debbie Downers. We want to find solutions. So one of the things that we do in my office is somebody comes to me with a problem, okay, quit bitching about the problem. What's the solution? What would you recommend? And honestly, that's one of the easiest ways to overcome. If you've got somebody who's upset, a client, or somebody that's an employee or something like that, if they come to you with a problem, just ask them, okay, what do we need to do to solve this? What's a solution to this issue? And maybe you even do a short video. Hey, here's how we had a short problem with it, and we turned this into a solution, and BioMite changed everything for us, okay? And I'm honestly going to tell you here, everybody can do 2 to 5 minutes, all right? We've got a student of ours who is a 95-year-old grandmother. What she's doing in real estate, I don't know, but she still loved it. She's doing short little videos. She figured out how to hit the record button on a Facebook Live the other day.
What?
Yes. And she did a little 2 to 5 minute video. She did it about her grandson.
Okay, if Granny can do it, anybody
If great Granny can do it, anybody can do it. All right? And the whole idea is it's just to use the phone. And honestly, if you don't want to be on camera, turn the camera around and share it in the different things you're doing. Take the picture of where you're at. Yeah, we got to love Justin. Was it Justin we just had on, right?
Yes.
Sharing a picture of Croatian where he's on the water, bastard.
I know.
Right? But that's the thing. Share where you're at. Hey, you head to the beach. You're going on vacation. Share that. People want to see that stuff. All right? Share your clients. Share it. Just literally take a second to record it. Just take a second to save what you're doing so that you can have a lot of fun later on and share it. That little 2 minutes, that little 5 minutes that we're doing will go a long way in the future with what your marketing is. Your tribe, your employees, your clients, your students, whatever kind of niche aspect of you in, whatever tribe you have is going to love to hear all these little things because it adds, not only is it great content, it's great value. And it's stuff that they're not going to see anywhere else, okay? So you've heard the story or heard a comment about 21 days to build a habit, right? It takes 21 days to build a habit. That's actually false. It takes longer than 21 days to build a habit. Now, 21 days will get you in the right start, but it actually takes 66 days to build a habit. Not if you're on heroin or crack cocaine. That takes 1 day, I think.
Yeah.
Okay? But honestly, if you want to be good at something, it takes 66 days of doing it over and over again to build a true habit. My trainer likes to say, oh, you have to build that neural pathway from your brain to your muscles of doing doing over and over push-ups or sit-ups or crunches or pulls or dumbbells or staying on one leg. It takes doing multiple reps. You're not going to do this in 21 days. Okay? So 21 days can get you started on that path. And if you get to 21 days, hey, you're on a great path to success as long as you continue it. Okay? The most important thing you have to do this with your marketing, as we were talking about, your social media, is just plan it out. You wouldn't go to the gym without a game plan to lose weight. Okay, I'm going to do these many reps. I'm going to do this stuff. I'm going to work my arms one day. I'm going to work my legs the next. You're going to rotate a little bit. And that's the same thing with your marketing. Plan it out a little bit and rotate it up so it stays fresh for you, okay? And I challenge all of you to do at least 30 days. 30 days is not difficult. Now, what's unfortunate is hopefully after 30 days, you don't stop at 30 days. You can keep rolling. What's funny is I've been to some events and I see people challenge other people to like a 30-day straight Facebook Live or 30-day video challenge, and I see them complete the 30 days, and then they fall off a cliff.
Like, oh, I did that, and now I'm done.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm like, what? You had this great momentum. You had all these people following you on a daily basis, and you just left them hanging. You just left them hanging. The consistency is what really counts for most of your success, just showing up. Because I guarantee if you look at what you started doing 30 days ago versus where you're at today being day 30, it's going to be a night and day difference, especially starting off. Okay? So build your habit on a little bit of a daily basis, okay? And if you look at what you could do in your marketing, some things you'll do once, some things you'll do often, some things you'll do every day, other things maybe you do them once a week, once a month, whatever your schedule is. Take the time, pull out a calendar, and plan it. If you can do anything to help your business grow, the best thing you could do is start to block your schedule a little bit for 30 minutes or 60 minutes in the mornings. Do something in that 30 to 60 minutes to help you drive your business to the next level. Emails, even thank you letters. Now, I'm not talking about reading emails. I'm talking about maybe doing an email blast if you haven't done that. Maybe you need to post something on LinkedIn. Maybe you need to post something on Facebook. Maybe you need to do a short video every day, or every Monday do a video. Call it Money Mondays or Marketing Mondays, okay? Funding Fridays, whatever, okay? Hump Day Wednesdays, whatever it is. Do something on a regular basis, but plan it out, and you'll not only have a lot more success, you'll see a lot more momentum, and ultimately, what's that lead to? It leads to more money or more time saved because you become much more diligent, okay? So there's a thing that I put together a while back for some of my students, and it was something I learned from a wise man, okay? And it was something like it's called a 30-30 matrix, all right? And so I'm going to share see my screen has popped up here. They're just sharing it, okay? And what it is, hang on here. Resume share. Should be good. There's a bit of a lag. It's okay. It's right there. That's all that matters. So what you see on screen now, hopefully, is a spreadsheet. And this is a very simple thing. I actually saw this literally about 10 years ago, and it was literally about 2 foot by 2 foot. But you could make this on one page and literally pin this next to your desk, pin this on your calendar. Very simple to do. And what you have is on the left-hand side, you see there, left-hand side, you have the days of the month. Sunday through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Starting off the first, second, third, whatever it starts off with, okay? And across the top, you have 30 items that you could be doing for your marketing. And you just do a simple brainstorm, a brain dump on some of the things across the top here that you would be doing. So like, I'll give you an example. We have some things on here, like email a database. That's pretty easy to do it. You probably should email your database at least once a month, preferably once a week, okay? And then you also send a follow-up email after you send it out, at least 2 days afterwards. So that's 2 things you can do. Maybe you need to post to LinkedIn, a blog post or an article, or do a video to that, okay? Do a Facebook Live. You can do that weekly. Maybe do it at least once a month, okay? Maybe you do a deal blog or a little article that you post on HubSpot or some other things like that about what you're focused on, okay? Do a deal video. Post that to YouTube, or hey, it's a longer video. Maybe, hey, here's a property that I'm working on, or here's a product, or here's a client that we're working with. I'm in real estate, so that's why a lot of these will sound like real estate. But you can, apply this to everything else in your business. Okay, a meetup group. Maybe you need to go to your BNI club. That's good for every business. We've got a real estate REI club meeting. That's a little bit different. Those usually meet once a month. That you can go meet with other real estate investors. Bigger Pockets is a big thing that we do in the real estate business. Is great, but there's other websites that are good for entrepreneurs, okay? Doing a Instagram post. We say asset post. That's like a picture post. Maybe posting your clients or what you're offering this month, okay? Going and finding a LinkedIn group, posting there. Maybe you pull up a list of self-directed IRA investors in real estate, or you pull a list of investors that you market out to, okay? Maybe you post on their blog, on their website, or you do a quick little Animoto video, which is basically inexpensive to put something together. You don't have to be fancy. You just slap 20 photos together and you got a little video there for you, okay? Maybe you send an email out to your vendors, okay? Maybe you send postcards out to some of your best clients, or a thank you card out to your employees or something like that, okay? Maybe you attend a live event of some sort, like a conference or something like that once a month, all right? There's a whole variety of things on here that's important to do. You just have to pick that 30. And I guarantee if you really sit down and think about it, you'll have more than 30 things to do, okay? You'll probably have closer to 50, 60 things that you can do on a monthly basis. And like I said, some of those things you can do daily, some things you do once a week, some things you do once a month, all right? It's not that difficult to do. You just have to sit down and do it. Now, the important thing is most of us don't know how well we do in our marketing. Are we really doing anything this month? Or did we really do anything last month for our marketing? And one of the best ways to do this is to see how you're doing is simply as you do something during the day, just put a little check. Oh, I sent an email out to my database or out to my clients today. I'm going to do a little check off of that. That's good. And at the end of the month, add up your checks. And it comes down that if you're doing at least 3 things each day, which doesn't take too long to do, 3 things times 30 days comes to 90. Well, you obviously should have an A, all right? An A for your marketing. And I guarantee if you do this for 2 months or 66 days, at the end of your 66 days, you'll start seeing a lot of activity. You'll start seeing people pay attention to your posts. You'll see people start coming in and talking about it. See people calling you up. See people interacting with you. If you only do it for a week and then give up on it, that's not enough of momentum to really get anybody to pay attention to you or take a look at what you're doing. But if you do this for 66 days or even 30 days and just flip it over and do another month, I guarantee you will not only feel a lot better about where you're at as an entrepreneur or where your business is going, you've now got a kind of a game plan and even a very simple way to kind of track your standard operating procedures, to give to your staff, to give to your virtual assistant, to give to a marketing intern if you want to bring somebody on to help you out. Hey, we do this on the first Monday. We do this on the first Tuesday. Here's the things that we need to do. And it allows for you to help you kind of simulate and automate your business. Now, you can always go in and set a lot of some of these things up on Buffer or Hootsuite once you've created some posts or got some things rocking and rolling. But if you're starting brand new or like sitting there like many people like, what the hell do I do today? Here's kind of a start for you. It's not that hard to do. Now, like I said, maybe you're not going to do it. Maybe you don't have time to do it because maybe you have a side hustle. That's fine. You got a side hustle, just cut the numbers down in half. Maybe you got to do at least 2 things a day. Our good friend Gary Vaynerchuk always likes to say you've got from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. if you're working a regular full-time job to make something happen. 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. for your side hustle, okay? I guarantee you can spend 15, 20 minutes during your lunch break to focus on your marketing for your side hustle, all right? If you're doing something outside of your job. If you really want to get somewhere, you have to start planning your escape, all right? Now, we're not talking about escape from Alcatraz. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get shot at. But the question I'm going to ask you guys is when are you going to start doing something to benefit yourself and start living your dream versus continue to work somewhere to benefit somebody else's dream? Think about that. Because if you're working a job right now and you're wanting to do something different, you are going to work on somebody else's time. You're taking vacation with somebody else. You're taking time off for the holidays. You're taking time off to spend time with your family at the permission of somebody else. Somebody else is dictating your net worth with a salary and your benefits. You're swapping your time for what they value your hour at. And it does suck. Exactly. It does suck. And I'm not going to tell you as entrepreneurs you're going to work less hours, but I will tell you this. I work more hours than 40 a week, but it's not work because I enjoy a lot of it. For others, like, man, you work all the time. I'm like, no, not really. This is a lot of fun. I don't have to worry about the boss staring down at me or coming down on me or getting laid off. Okay.
I'm the boss. I yell at myself.
Yeah. My boss is a real asshole. That's Scott Carson. You know what I mean? But if I want to take an afternoon off, great. We take an afternoon off. We want to take 3 weeks off. We take 3 weeks off. But that doesn't mean my marketing has to stop. Because like I said once before, hey, if you've got a plan of action of what you do, it's pretty easy to hand this sheet to somebody else, say, hey, here's kind of what we need to do on a daily basis. Here's kind of the marketing plan that we need to follow through and go from there. And so I like to call this a 30-30 matrix. Pretty simple. It's not a difficult plan of action. It's just the fact that you have to do something, and that's where most people fall down on, is they never get to that 21-day or that 66-day time frame because they give up on themselves or they put their business or their marketing last. They don't do it first. They don't give themselves their morning cup of social, as I like to say, to make things better for them. All right? And you're going to hear from a variety of people throughout today, talking about, hey, doing things and doing video or posting to YouTube or posting to Instagram. Every business has a different kind of social platform that works best for them. What might work well for somebody with LinkedIn may not work well for LinkedIn, may be better for Instagram. What you have to figure out is what are those 30 things that you need to do? I can't answer that for you. We can help you brainstorm. We spent time with you, but ultimately you're the person that knows what you need to do because you probably surround yourself with other people. You see what successful people that you idolize are doing. And I guarantee the only thing that separates you from them is that they've done it a whole lot more often than you have. The only thing that separates me from a lot of my students is the fact that I've made thousands of more real estate offers, or I've posted a lot more stuff on a regular basis than anybody else does because I see how valuable it is. But that's because I tithe to my business every morning when the first hour is all based on marketing. It's all based on marketing. Christy can vouch for this.
Yes.
Everybody that knows me vouch for this because what do we do? Well, we do a podcast almost daily. Okay. If we're not doing a podcast, then I'm probably speaking or I'm probably talking somewhere. And that's usually the only two things that stop me from doing some marketing on a daily basis. And then that marketing feeds to a lot of other things. Yes, we've outsourced a big chunk of our marketing because we've got the company that produces our podcast, strips it down, strips the audio off, transcribes it, throws it on a blog on our website, sends us images that we use. It's basically 4 to 5 things with one thing. But that's the beauty of what you can often do, everybody. Your Instagram post can often be a post that you post on LinkedIn or on Facebook. You can tweak it or share it across multiple platforms to make things work for you, where you're not having to do 30 different things. Maybe you're doing one thing and it works for five other websites, 5 other posts for you.
Keep in mind that you don't have to work every network.
That's true. Not every network's going to work. Like Snapchat doesn't work for me because the fact is we have a different age group for the most part. Okay. Instagram really doesn't work for me, but I know I'm leveraging what we're doing right now on Instagram because I know a lot is changing to be where we need to be in a year or two. Life goals is exactly. Now, one of the things with you working with a lot of entrepreneurs, Christy, and stuff like that, small business and stuff like that, it's a lot of, they just don't know where to begin, right?
Yeah, they're lost, or they have done enough research of what their friends have told them they should do, or like, hey, well, this worked for me, so you should do that. And I'm like, but your business is the polar opposite of theirs.
Yeah, you need to seek counsel, not advice.
Yeah, because it's not about what others are doing. It's about what do you want to do? Like, what is your goal? Who are you delivering it to? And that's where you need to be. And what you need to be
go hang out where your clients are hanging out at, not where somebody else says, oh, this worked for me.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's a couple things that I recommend for you guys. I mean, taking the time each morning to help you focus on things is what you need to do. It's not the hardest of things to do. Some of these things may not be the easiest thing to do at first, but they're necessary to do. And it's just like getting up in the morning, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, going to the bathroom, putting your pants on, okay? Hopefully putting your underwear on before your pants. We got some people that like to wear their underwear over their pants.
Underwear is overrated.
Yeah, Speak for yourself. That's what the stench is. Okay. From Elijah. From Elijah. Not from you. Not from you. Notice I caught myself there really fast. It's good. But that's what I'm trying to get at, guys and gals. Just take the time to post this. And honestly, if you'd like this, if you're listening to this on either replay, or if you'd like this, if you're listening to this on iTunes or any of the videos, all you've got to do is just drop me an email at scott@weclosenotes.com, and I'm glad to email this over to you. If you go ahead and hashtag text 72. I'm sorry. Yeah, coffee's not kicked in. I'm tying my tongue here. Go and text SM Day. Doesn't mean all caps or lowercase, doesn't matter. SM Day to the phone number 72,000. It'll ask you to opt in some stuff. No, we're not going to sell your information off. We're just trying to keep track who's joining us online. And we're going to be sending out presentations and other bonuses and other websites from all the speakers to those that opt into that text messaging service there for you. And of course, one other thing you can also do is go to our actual website, nationalsmday.com, and it allows for you to opt in there to stay up to date with what's going on here as well. So questions, comments, concerns from anybody out there? Got a few people watching in here on different Facebook pages, which is great. It's an early morning. But if you think about this, guys and gals, tithe to yourself. Tithe to yourself. It doesn't take too long. Spend 5% of your day, 10% of your day. Okay? If you're working 8 hours, 8 times 60 is 480 minutes. That's only 24 minutes if you're going to spend 5%, or 48 minutes if you're going to spend 10% of your time. Trust me, you can make up that 10% relatively quickly by just having the amount of success you're going to see that drives more business, more correspondence, more interaction, of course, more sales, which is what we're all looking for. All righty. Christy, you got any questions, comments?
I'm good. I love this concept of it, of tithing to yourself. Like, because we teach like 18-minute plans and like, things that you could do in a small period of time, break down the minutes so that you can see how easy it's going to be. And everything you do for the very first time is going to take you twice as long as what it's going to. But once you get in the routine, like you said, of doing it, it takes no time. Like this 18-minute plan we're going to be talking about later literally takes me 5.
That's right, because it's like 7-minute abs.
Yeah.
You've got 18-minute abs, but when you do it enough, you can make 5-minute abs.
You could make, I might die afterwards, but you could do it.
Well, that's the thing. My Thomas, my trainer, always says, "Oh, don't worry. Hey, we got an hour longer to do it. If you're 15 minutes late, we can squeeze an hour into 45 minutes. You're just not going to like me because we're going to take a little bit of the rest and just keep going. A little bit of the in-between rest is going to get eliminated. You can't talk so much between reps. You got to keep going if we're going to get this thing done." And so one thing I want to throw out to all of you guys that are out there, all right, eventually at some point you're going to have to get on the train. You're going to have to either get on the train or get off the tracks with what's going on in marketing. Either you're going to do it or you don't. If you do it, great. You're going to be that far ahead 3 months, 6 months, 12 months from where you're at today. And you guys and gals are the only ones that really dictate your own future. You dictate your success or failures. The thing to keep in mind is, are you going to be sitting here 6 months from now wishing you'd started again? Oh, I should have started 6 months ago. Oh, I should have started a year ago. Oh, I should have started 18 months ago. Well, now I can't do it because I'm so far behind. You're only behind if you don't start. And
agreed.
You agreed?
You got to start somewhere. I mean, so what I find with some business owners, some entrepreneurs that haven't adopted marketing regularly, they are expecting to be where their competitors already are in no time.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of realizing the realization that competitor started marketing years and years before them. And to be able to keep up or even meet where they are, it's time versus money. So how much money are you going to throw at it to meet that? Or how much time are you going to put into it to make it happen? Either way, it's going to be one or the other, and you're going to have to make that decision.
That's right. You either have to get going. I got my new noise machine. Or you're going to be feeling like this when you run into a wall later on.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that right now.
Good stuff. Let's see if we got any questions out there. Good morning, John Cesaro. Good morning, Melanie Jackson Underwood. Good morning, Stephanie Goodman, Sebastian Russ. Good morning, Casey Lang. Good to see people joining us from all over, from the East Coast to the West Coast and everywhere in between. It's a beautiful thing. So, guys and gals, that's my 30-30 matrix. We use it on a regular basis. Actually, I would used to post this in my office and would literally check things off. We got rock and rolling. It's a very simple thing to do. Like I said, if you like it, you just have to drop me an email at scott@weclosedonuts.com or opt in to our social media. Mobit, we got to give Mobit a big shout out for being our text message sponsor.
Yes.
Text the word, like I said, SMDAY to 72,000, and we'll make sure and get you a list of everything that we've got rock and rolling for you. Let me go ahead and stop the share here and pull it up there for you guys. So things are rock and rolling. I will tell you this, that anybody that has set out and started planning their day, planning doing things, has a lot more success faster than those that just kind of wing it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much the law of nature.
What is it? We said failure to plan is planning to fail.
That's right.
Like, you wouldn't go, and I say this, and some people say, well, yeah, I might, but you're just crazy if you are. But you wouldn't go on a cross-country road trip without a map, without knowing where you're going to stop, without knowing how much money you're going to need for gas. Like, it's a plan. You've created a plan. So to try to do marketing the same way, it doesn't make sense. You can't just jump in it without a plan, without realizing where you need to be, who you need to be talking to. There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
But it can be simplified if you start to break it down and tackle it in small chunks. That's
the biggest thing. I think we talk about confusion, and people see Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace. Gonna throw that out there.
MySpace.
Craigslist, back pages.
Hey, Craigslist, people use that.
People still use it for stuff today.
You can find some pretty interesting things on there.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. They get overwhelmed versus just doing something, trying and going on. And Dana was really good at talking about that. Hey, doing something first, starting off, rocking it all out, owning that aspect of things, and going from there. You don't have to be the best person on all social media platforms. You just got to be good at a few. You don't have to be the best. Be good. And how do you get good? You do it over and over and over and over and over again, and hone your craft, hone what you post to knock things out of the park for you.
I'd say make a plan for the one that you're most familiar with. So if you use Facebook frequently, start making a plan for yourself every single day to deliberately use Facebook for your business. And then you do that for the first 60 days. Then add on the next layer. Then add on the next layer. Like, you don't have to tackle them and do them all at once. It almost doesn't make sense for you to do that.
Right. And there's variety. Besides just having a personal page, you have a business profile. But there's also a wealth of groups on Facebook that most people don't spend time on. You can also create custom audiences. You're going to advertise something on there that's relatively inexpensive. Just really great. You can upload your client list and start doing dark posts to them, sharing videos or sharing special promotions to things. So
there are tons of options.
There's a lot of options, exactly.
There's a lot. So coming up, I'm very excited for this talk. It's going to be social media making or breaking mental health.
I think a lot of people are excited about this. I know I am too. Satvik Sethi, is that pronounced correctly?
I believe
Satvik
so.
Sethi.
I'm going to ask him because I don't want to be disrespectful and butcher his name. However, that also hasn't been my strong suit, so I apologize in advance. But I'm very excited. He comes on at 6, so in about 15 minutes.
I see him on here real fast. Let me see if he wants to jump on here a little bit early too.
You can message him. He's already on, and he's on.
And he's back on.
And he's back on. Well, when you think about social media, it is older, like 10, 12 years for the later postings, or for the later networks. But there hasn't really been expansive studies on the effects of what it's doing, not just to individuals that are older, but to kids that are adopting it from the minute that they're able to pick up a smartphone and use it. Like, I didn't have a smartphone growing up. We didn't grow up looking at a phone all the time. Like, I still had a landline. it existed. So I don't own one now, but it's the thing, like, I think about my niece who has a phone basically from the time she's born and knows more about my phone already than I do. She's like 12.
And she could have programmed a VCR as well, probably before any of us could have.
I'm surprised if she even knows what that is.
I agree, VCR. There was a post I saw where kids 0 to 4 are superhuman. They learn at genius levels because you think about the amount of information they're learning.
Because they take it in.
They take it in, they process it, and they're learning, and then something happens. So, yes, I'm interested in hearing what Sadvik has to say about mental health. I'm going to bring him on here. He says he's ready to go. Absolutely.
Yay!
All right.